Hey, good evening, traders. Welcome to another session with StrategyVault Pro. This is James from StrategyVault. Real quick here, if you manage to find your way here from our Facebook post, there is an error in reference to the thumbnail. So I hope that everybody figured out how to get here. Boy, what a day, what a day. FOMC. See what the market's going to do. It's made some major moves. Today, when the news came out, StrategyVault Pro generated a buy notification, and it ran for over 600 points. And then it got up to our predetermined level here, and we got a sell notification. It sold down for over 900 points. My goodness, that is insane. So right now the market's just kind of chopping around. Not a lot of movement at this time, which kind of, usually when the markets open up, the Asian session, we get some volatility. But we're not getting any volatility at this time. We're just kind of chopping around. So, which tells me we may be in for an accumulation session during the Asia market. So there's accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So usually what the market likes to do is it will accumulate. So it means it'll chop around. But we'll see if it gives us any direction that it wants to go, if it will show us any direction. Really quick here. I'm going to have to switch some charts around here so I can trade in front of you. Having some issues. Okay, now we're on a 1 minute chart. And now I'm also watching the 5 minute chart. Remember we talked about this yesterday. I watched the 5 minute chart and the 1 minute chart. Really not getting any general direction at this time. We do have a sell notification, but due to our trading, so we're below 200 here. We're above the VWAP. So this is a lot of indecision here. See how it pushed down and pulled right back up? This is what we're watching. We made all new lows today. The market, I've told everybody it's going to correct, and it definitely is trying. Look, we could come all the way down, right back down to here, this 27,200 level. We'll see. It's broke the 14. We have the 20 right here. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we may just get a bunch of chop.
As a Dillon's pharmacist, it's important for us to help people manage.
Of course, can't have any music without interruptions. So real quick, while we're waiting, here's how we work. The system generates a buy or a sell notification. Now, if price is above the VWAP, above both moving averages, I would jump in at an SV buy. Okay, unless of course it's going sideways like this. As you can see, it bounced right off the VWAP and the 20 EMA, and it's trying to push back up at this time. Like I said, we may get a lot of accumulation for the first hour, couple hours, I don't know. And like I said yesterday, if there's nothing to trade, we're not going to stick around. If all it's going to do is chop around, then we're not going to stick around. And it just goes to show that sometimes the best trade is not to trade. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we have a buy notification, but you need to watch this resistance level here. And actually, let's see. I'm going to draw some lines. I think what we're going to do, we have this resistance level here. Still trade one contract. So we have the, let's take a look what we have. Oh yeah, it's way down here. Look at this. The low way down here. Previous 4-hour candle low way down. That's a big candle. Well, like I said, FOMC. So we have the middle of that 4-hour candle. And then we have the opening of that 4-hour candle right here about the 200. Then you have the previous 4-hour candle high way up here. Right where it pushed to right after the announcement from the feds. Yeah, right here. So this is what we need to watch. You know, let's see here. Push down, pull back up. Like it's gonna be interesting. So I also see, I move my lines around a lot. I also see resistance here. So we could watch this. We need to watch that level. We got a nice, this could be, okay, this could be manipulation and then push right back down. Well, we'll see if we can ride it up to that level, or ride it up. That 80 level. And look at that. That could be manipulation right there. There's our 80 level. If we can break that 80 level, we might be pushing up to that 600 level. Like I said, we had a buy. System generated a buy. It's moved. Since that buy, we're almost 100 points to the upside. Since that buy notification. See if we can, like I said, I see a resistance. Right up here. Resistance here at the 617. So we'll see if we can ride it up to 600. Got to break that 80 level to go higher. Remember, this is one contract. Yep. And then it's pulling right back down. Like I said, we may just get a bunch of chop. We pushed. Break that 90. There we go. See, we'll ride it up to 600. And oh my gosh. Look at that. Right to 600. And right back down. Like I said, bunch of chop. We'll see. See, we pushed right up to that 600 level, and then it pushed right back down. Got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute period. See, try it again. 98. All right, we're gonna get out. It's bouncing off that 600 level pretty good. If we break that 600 level, I'd say that I would be looking up at 617. That's a resistance level, so be careful. See, we're that 600 level. It's having a hard time breaking that. There it is. There it is. 602. .604, 607. Like I said, we may push, and if it shoots through this level with momentum, I would say right here is our next level, 648. But nobody knows what it's gonna do. See what I'm talking about? How it has bounced off that 600 level. So now we just need to be patient. So you guys could really help out the channel here by giving us a like so we can get some more people involved. And it works with the YouTube algorithm, all the likes. See, what did I talk about? That 600 level and then pulling right back down. Like I said, it may just chop around for a while. So we do have to say the system generated that buy, and we moved quite a bit. But now, like I said, it may chop around. You know, it doesn't. They just don't want to push it any higher at this time. We got this resistance level right here. And if you sign up for StrategyVault Pro, we'll teach you how to draw these levels. See how it's pulling back. We may range. We may range between 27,560 and 600. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of times this is a manipulation move, and then they'll just push it right back down. I don't know. This is accumulation right here. This up, down, up, down, up, down, or chop, or consolidation, whatever you want to call it. It's accumulation. It's where their happy price is at this time. And then when they make a manipulation move, they shoot it up, and then they'll drop it right back down, or they'll shoot it down and then drop it right back up. But I would like to see more. If this becomes, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not convinced that this is manipulation completely. I think they need more accumulation. You know, probably a couple hours like this, and then they'll manipulate it up. Or they'll shoot it up and drop it right back down. Let's see, I'll draw you out. I'll draw this out for you so you know what I'm talking about. So, here's what I would be looking at for accumulation. Price to do this number. Okay? And then manipulate either to the downside, push down to another level, and then right back up. Okay? Or they'll do it the other way. They'll bring it up to another level, one of these levels. Oh boy, I just messed that all up. One of those levels, and then right back down. Okay? That accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This is the manipulation move. This is the distribution move. This is the manipulation move. This is the distribution move. Okay? Any questions? That's what they do a lot of the time. I do have to advise you that I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Enter at your own risk. Trade at your own risk. Every trade you take, you're responsible for. StrategyVault has no responsibility whatsoever. Like I said, I think it's just going to chop around and accumulate, manipulate, do it all. Whatever. It ain't let me trash it. I've been having some issues. Been having some issues with see, it won't. That's strange. It won't let me take it out. Try over here on the 5-minute chart. There we go. See, I can. That's weird. See how that's. I'm over on my 5-minute chart. Okay, so Remember, accumulation, or that's a small manipulation move if they drop it right down. It really is. Oh, nice. Let me get off of that. So here's what we're looking at. Like I said, I foresee a bunch of chop. Just have to be patient. Continuing to chop. But we have generated a sell notification. But like I said, if you follow our system, this is nothing more than a pullback. Now, if we were below the VWAP here, this pre-drawn level here of interest, you know, then we could be looking at a sell, but not until then. See, it's trying to push up again. Now, yesterday evening, it did a bunch of chopping around for quite some time, and then it sold off like a big dog. And we can go to the 5-minute chart, take a look around while we're waiting. So here's some things down here. Previous day low, way down here, 27,200. We're definitely losing steam here. That level that we drew earlier is holding tight. $91. We break past that 91, but it's not. Look at that. Pushing right back down. I definitely watched the 538 level. We talked about that. Definitely forming a doji. But remember also this green line right here. If price does not break that line, you're good to stay in. If price breaks that line right there, you better think about getting out. Okay? But like I said, we're just in a bunch of chop right now. And what we're watching for is either accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So if it accumulates, or manipulates. That's the thing probably that we're seeing here. And what I mean, let's see if I can find you some examples here. Right here. Actually, no, this is New York. London. Okay, right here's what I'm talking about. Perfect example. London's, okay, this would be accumulation. Okay, this move down. Manipulation. Okay, and this move up. Distribution. Is it always going to be clean to where you can see it? No. Okay, here's even a better one right here. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And then, so distribution only goes so far, and then it pushes right back down. Okay. This is on a 5-minute chart. You can probably see it a lot better on a larger time frame, bigger time frame. We're still inside this range. We just haven't done anything. We caught us a little scalp up to the 600, just like what we talked about. See back. Go back to the 1 minute time frame. So I use the 1 minute time frame to scalp. I watched the 5, but I use the 1. See what we're breaking below that red line there, which if we push below 27,560, I'd be looking for movement to the downside, but it's got to have a lot of momentum behind it, and we really don't have anything right now. This is very typical after FOMC. I mean, if you think about it in actual reality, let's go back to that 5-minute chart so I can show you what I'm talking about. In actual all reality. Okay, right here. About this time right here is where the FOMC statement came out. Okay, and then market pushed all the way back up. Okay, so whatever the statement was, whether good or bad, why would the market push up and then push right back down? If you think about it, it couldn't have been that good because it didn't hold it. It sure hasn't pushed way up to the previous week's high. You know, we are definitely in a bear trend. We have been pushing down for quite some time, through the whole week actually. Anyhow, that's all. I just wanted to make that point. So see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what it did yesterday evening. It pushed up, accumulated for quite some time. Actually, to where the first hour it accumulated. We only stayed in the market yesterday, maybe an hour, maybe not even a full hour, because it was just doing this, and we're not interested. If it does this, like I said, best trade can be not to trade. But it did this, and then it sold off like a big dog. But it's just okay. Now we're pushing up. Remember that this level here. Watch that level. If we break that level, with momentum,
Music compilation.
I would be looking right over here. 650 is your next level. Definitely. There's quite a gap here. That's probably what they're going to do, close this gap. Look at this gap. So that would be where they would want to push it to close that gap. But once again, it's pushing down. If this doesn't improve, we're going to probably stick around another half hour, 45 minutes. If it doesn't improve, like I said, we'll be out. So we better pick a direction, whichever way it wants to go. But this is the Asia session. But if it could get moving, I mean, it's over 100 points. 472. About 120 point range here if we could just pick a direction. Now it's pushing down. So see how we pushed up to the 611 and now we're pushing down. I think if we break these like I said, if it breaks, like I said earlier, below 560, I'd be looking for it to move down more, but totally goes against our, we would not enter at that time because we're so the only time that we go against a trend is if price is a long ways away from the VWAP, a long ways away from the moving averages. So one thing to keep in the back of your mind is that price always wants to go back to the moving average. Always tries to find its way back to the moving average, whether above it or below it. We're not that far away from the moving average or the VWAP. So, like I said, and once again, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. There's just nothing for me to trade right now. Unless we get some momentum going. So broke that 60 level. There it goes. Let's see how it's reacting right off of this moving average here. Okay. Pushing through, trying. Remember, I'm also watching a 5-minute chart. I'm going to see how that 5-minute candle closes. I'm just not convinced at this time. We are at the 50 degree mark of the Asia session range. This is why I said I wasn't convinced. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. So anyhow, so how the system works is this. We let it generate its notifications. We use the VWAP. We use these two moving averages here as our anchors, if you will. As you can see, we pushed all the way down to the 20 here and then popped right back off of it. It respected the 14 here, respected it here. So which ones is it going to respect? That's what you need to figure out. Okay. Right here, over here, it respected the VWAP. So you have three lines in the sand, if you will, that price has to cross in order to continue to the downside. Also, higher low, higher low, higher low. There's a interesting. We may make another higher low here. And then push right back up. We could. Sometimes it's like watching mud dry. Paint dry, mud dry. Anyhow, I guess it'd take mud just as long as paint. There we go. We're getting our push. Push to the downside now. We broke the 14. But remember, the last one that it respected was this one right here. See? Look at that push right back up. We have a new 5-minute candle. That's from a new 5-minute candle. The 50% mark on the Asia range right here. Is this going to be our higher low? We'll see if it breaks it. Yeah, I'll make everything bigger for everybody here. Remember, we're watching for it to respect right here. How about some likes while we're at this? Helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps people find us. Sure appreciate it. Okay, so now let's see. So here's what we're watching for. If we break below the VWAP here, which they're pushing. So what I'm going to do, we have a sell notification. We need to break below here if we're going to go lower. See, there's that right here. Now we need to watch for reaction right off this line right here, which is the 20 EMA. Remember, hard to be patient. This line right here, though, the 27,492, is definitely a level of interest. Okay, there's the VWAP. Let's see if we break that VWAP. There's our 500 level. Remember that 492, this level right here. If we break this level, I'd be looking to push it to the low of the Asia. There's 493. Okay, I'll wait for a little bit of a pullback. Probably, I hope it don't react off that line there, but we're in. Remember, we're just trading one contract at this time because of and also it reacts off that VWAP. Just like that. New 5-minute candle just opened. Yep, reacting right off that VWAP. Yep, I don't like that. We'll see. Nope. And it also made a double bottom, and I don't like that at all. Reaction right off the VWAP. I think they want to push it lower. Ah. I don't know. I think it's gonna. I think they want to flush it down to the below of the Asia session. I really do. If we could break that level. I don't think it's going to do it because we're making a double even bottom, 2 even bottoms on the 5 minute. Come on. See them even bottoms right here, here and here? Don't like that at all. We'll see. They're trying. Two minutes on this 5 minute period left. And also on the 5 minute chart, we do have a sell notification. But the VWAP is holding, and that level. That's a problem right there. Are they going to put a wick on it and then push it right back down? This one is definitely going against us. Okay, it's got a wick on it now. Let's see what it does. This could be a bear flag, which would be nice. It doesn't look like it. See, here's where we should not have entered, was at that level. This we could get a nice bear flag like that. We can break that 500 level. They're trying. Unless, I hope we don't get a bunch of chop. Yeah, I hope it doesn't just chop around on us. If we can get a sell notification to generate, I'd sure feel a lot better. We've got the sell notification on the 5-minute. Here, I'll switch over to 5 minutes so you see what I'm talking about. See, there's a sell notification on the 5-minute. Now if we can break these, the problem is this, the even bottoms. I don't like that. And now we're dojing out. But remember, the last minute of a 5-minute candle, they love to push it. See, I don't like this. See, now we're dojing out. I don't know what it's going to do. Well, we talked about this level. And that's where I should have never entered. Let's see, here's the last minute. Here's what I should have done. I should have waited for it to break this level and then push down to the low. So that was my fault. I'm not going to like how that candle forms. Okay, so if we can get past this 20 moving average, 23, which it don't. I think we're just going to chop around is going to be an issue. If we could get that candle to fill. See, that's a problem. I don't like that. Chop. I really believe they want to take it to the low of the Asia. They just can't seem to get it yet. I'm going to try it again. See that 50 degree line in the Asia range there is sure holding. Keeps bouncing off of it. That's what I was talking about. They're going to try it again. And it bounced right back off of it. Last minute in this 5-minute candle, this is going to tell which way it really wants to go. Like I said, they're going to bounce off of it again. Chop. Nevertheless, all right. See, they're going to push it back up. Go to 1 minute chart here, see what information. See, they broke the 50 here. Oh, we got a buy way back here. This is what we weren't watching on the... But here's a problem. Break that. We need to break. Okay, the next line that we're looking at. Are they going to push it back up here? I don't know. Or is it just going to chop around? This is where I made my mistake right here, was selling. I should have known better. This level of interest that we have drawn, this was my mistake right here. I know exactly what I did wrong. And the VWAP. So the level of interest and the VWAP. Yeah. I think I shouldn't have done that. But it's alright. It's all good. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that now. See what it wants to do. It's probably gonna chop around on us. If we could get a push back up to 600, sure be nice. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby, go. Go, 600. Okay, we need to break this level right here. Come on, baby, go. There we go. Okay. Now if we can push up. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Can we get that push up to 600 now? $90. And I will get out at 600, and then I will explain why we get there. 898. 600. Okay, now here's the thing. I talked about this earlier. We talked about this. Okay. The range hasn't broke the low, hasn't broke the high. Here's what I'm looking at. Is this accumulation? A lot of times they like to run the accumulation in the Asia market. Okay, so that's why I got out of that trade. We had a nice, I missed that. On the when we were watching that 5-minute chart, I missed that it generated oh wow, it's still going. Okay, so now they're pushing it up, broke that level. The next level here that I would be looking at is the 650. Let's see if we can get a pullback. This And here's another thing that you need to watch out for. So I could have stayed in that, but it's okay. We broke the high. We may get a pullback and then a push up, or... But okay, so you have the 50 level on the 4-hour candle, or the half point level. So if you were to put Fibonacci tool on it, it would be 50. Okay. You also have the 200 setting right up here. Okay. You have that 4-hour candle open setting here, and you also have the previous London low. So there's a lot of lines that you need to watch out for right here. And if you sign up for StrategyVault Pro, I'll show you how to put all these on your chart. Okay. Remember, I said 650 level, it pushed up to 640. And it may not be done. There's your 647. Watch this level right here if you're still in it. $648, $649. Oh wow, it pooh right through there. But you've got that 200 right there, so you need to be careful. That's the last line. See, look at that. 30 points right back down. This is what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I was talking about. A lot of time they love to manipulate right above the half mark of the previous 4-hour candle, or they'll push it up to the high. It all just depends on what they want to do. See, we're already turning red. Look at that. 60 points. And look how far we are from the VWAP and these moving averages. Okay, so now if price breaks below 580 with momentum, so we have a sell notification generated, but I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart also. So if it breaks below 580 with momentum, I would be looking at more movement to the downside. There's 589. But remember this level right here, 565. I would push it, I would ride it to 570, 565. If we can break 580. You have that sell, but remember, we always have to let it stick. It's got to stick. I talked about this yesterday. Just have to be patient again. So if anybody's interested on how to access StrategyVault Pro, the link is in the description of this YouTube video. See, we're still waiting here. Still hasn't broke that 580. And that's what we're looking for, if it breaks a 580. But it sure seems to me they might try to take another run up here. That's 27,660. There's your 584. Okay, 582, 581, 578. Let's see if we can get a little pullback. Okay, see if we can write it down. Also bounced right off that line is the problem. See if we can write it down. To the mid level here. 566. We'll see. It may not. Oh, bounced right off. Okay. I don't like how that's acting, and remember we said write it down to that level, 566. Look at the reaction off that. Is it going to push back up now? And also, this is a counter trend. I'm not super comfortable doing a counter trend trade. And the main reason I did that was just to show you the system. It generated a sell. We'll see if we get another push back up. Is this going to be a lower? A higher low and a push back up, or yeah, we don't have any break structures. It's probably gonna push right back up. And see, I wrote it down to this level right here, just exactly what I said that I would write it to, 566 and get out. And it could. That's been known to react right at the 50 level of the Asia range at the 50. And look at that, right back up. Just like what we talked about. Are we going to generate a buy? Our line's still red. Oh, now we're breaking it. So that line's going to turn green on us if we continue up. Now, in reference to the system and just general trading, sure, you could have watched for a price to push down, but this just makes it easier. Also, as it generates, you can see it. It helps you see it better eyesight wise. You know, it just kind of makes it easier. See, we're pushing above that line, which is about the 9 EMA. Are we going to open above it? I bet you we push back up to 600. We'll see. The 5-minute chart is just ugly. We got time. I'll show you the 5-minute chart. We're not in anything right now. Look at this. Look how ugly that is. That's the 5-minute chart. The last two candles are just crap. Boy, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. See that ugly 5-minute chart? There's our 600. I talked about it. Price going right back to 600. Looks like we're going to generate the buy notification. Our line will be turning green here once this candle closes out. Well, maybe not. Manipulation. She's trying. This is a new 5-minute candle that just opened up that is pushing up this time. So see, we never got the buy notification generated, so we would stay out of this. Even though it's trying to push up, we never got that notification generated.
Best music compilation.
Like I said, the chart's just getting real ugly right now. Nothing but a bunch of chop now. Chop. Look at all them wicks. And we can go right back to that 5-minute chart and see how ugly it looks. So we pushed all the way up to here, 607, and then pulled right back down. Right now it's just chopping around. We're just being patient. It'd be nice if we could get a push all the way back up here. There's 600 level again. And so here's what I'm looking at. If we can break that 620 level, I'd be looking to go higher. Even if we could break the 620 level still, because this candle here pushed right up to it and rejected right off of it. It's our pre-drawn level of interest here at 617. I just rounded off to 620. But if we could break that level, I would definitely expect a little more push up. But it just doesn't look like it wants to do it right now. But remember what I've always said, in the last minute of the candle, they always love to push it in the direction that it originally opens up at. So what I mean by that, and by the way, these are Heikin-Ashi candles. We use Heikin-Ashi candles because they're so much cleaner. Okay, there's our level here. But we didn't break it. We've got to open above it. There we go. We can break above 620. I'd be looking for more movement to the upside. Let's go back. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart. There's 620. There's 621. Okay, let's see if we can ride it up. At least 10 points. Ah, we had it. Come on. There's our 10 points. All right. So that's 10 points. And here's what I'm seeing and why I'm not too enthused about trying to. This is a big wick. But actually price closed right there at 32 and then turned around hard. So we rode it up to the 30 level. 10 points. There's 30. See how... Is it going to break it? It might. I think if we can break 34, we would be, excuse me. If we could break, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's 30, 33. All right, let's see if we can ride it up. To 40. Oh, we got to 38. 38. And it may push up to the... There's our 40. We'll take that. Okay, so here's the thing. It may push back up. At least to here. Which is the 50 level. And that's what we were talking about before. Be careful around this level. There's that 40 level again. There it goes. Okay, so now we need to watch that level right there. If it blows through it, remember what we have right here. So also another thing is one of the best trades there is a double top off of a 200 moving average. It's one of the best entries you can make. And also means that the VWAP's way down here. A double bottom off the VWAP is another excellent entry that you can make. But as you can see, this is... Don't know what it wants to do. I would just be careful, especially around this level right here. New 5-minute candle just opened. We'll see if it pushes up. There's that level. Breaking the level. Now be careful right here. So this is gonna be a tall telling sign right here. If we push through the 200 with momentum, and I'd be looking for more movement to the upside. But we've got to push through this level right here. And it's pretty strong. That 60 level. Last time we were here, it pushed down pretty hard. Oh, it's breaking it. And it broke it. Okay. Oh, yeah. But the gap. They filled the gap. That's what they did. We talked about that when we started trading. Filling that gap. It's right here. The gap is full now. See that gap. They filled the gap. So now that they've filled the gap, what are they going to do? Well, let's take a look on a bigger time frame. See, I'd be careful. Especially right here. I'd be real careful. We'll see how this 5-minute candle closes. Minute and 30 seconds left. We'll see if it fills. I'll push it up to 27,700. Next level that I see, draw it on the chart. Boy. There we go. There's the next level I see right there. 27,706. Depending on if we get a strong close on this 5-minute candle. It's just too much. It's too close to here. A lot of times they'll push it up to manipulate and then push it right back down. So that's why I have all these lines on the chart. These are levels of interest that I've seen, and I've actually watched price react off of. So if you're wondering what the lines are, that's what those lines are. Go back to a 1-minute chart. We pushed up for quite some time now. A person would or should expect some type of a pullback, and a pullback to push up and go higher. It's sure losing its momentum. In actual reality, the Asia session is very slow. Definitely not like the New York session. It's pushing up higher. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Okay. So now, if we get a decent pullback and then a push, that's where we would make our entry. Remember, we were talking about this, that we should be expecting some type of a pullback. Unless they push it to that 700. It's slowly grinding up. Unless we're going to form some type of a bull flag. So what I mean by bull flag is it may do this for a number for a little bit and then push back up, or actually see if I can draw it. See this, it's not very good, but bull flag and stay in this area for a bit and then push up. See? Just like it's doing. Just like that. So, like I said, this level here is probably going to get hit throughout before the evening's up. And then, as you can see, we already have another level here at 740. But like I said, a person should be expecting some type of a pullback. It's been pushing up. See if we can. Erase that now. I've just been having some issues drawing things with TradingView. For some reason, it won't let me. There we go. And I had to do that on another chart. On the 5 minute that we're watching, that is definitely losing momentum. But like I said, if you were in a long, I mean, this is quite a nice run. If you were in a long, once it breaks this green line right here, you better be thinking about getting out. And you know, we may be at that time of the evening where it just may start chopping around too. Oh. Nice. Yeah, we may just start chopping around now. Still are in an uptrend. So, if it turns bearish and it breaks this line, 670, I'd be more looking at more movement to downside, at least to 650. But that needs to take place with momentum. Or 674. $660. And push right back up. So there it goes. If we break, if we get a notification generated, then I would write it down to 650. Well, we need to wait because this is a new 5-minute candle. We need the generation. See, that's why we wait. There, wow, look at that. Ooh, right back down. So here's what I'm seeing on a 5-minute chart that is more convincing that that price is going to push down. These are almost equal highs. Almost. Just a bit off. So this is more convincing to me, and rejection. How it's rejecting. So that's convincing to me that price is going to push down. Or chop. Yeah, definitely. Could chop. Now, also, we've talked about this numerous times. The last 10 minutes of an hour of the closing of an hourly candle, they love to jerk it one way or the other. So be prepared for that. So we're getting ready to get a new hourly candle opened up. So I do need to point out our line here has never turned red yet. This line right here is holding strong. I think it's previous day close. No, actually, I'm sorry. That's a high of the Asia. High of the Asia. And look at that. Right back down. So, like I said, rejection. Look at the rejection. So we got about 50 seconds until this 5-minute candle closes. Remember what I said on the opening of a 5-minute candle? See, they pushed it down, and in the last minute, they like to push it the same direction where it opens up that they pushed it. A lot of the time. So see, they pushed it down. And this is your last minute candle on the 5-minute, and they're trying to push it right back down. And they did, but now they're, like I said, we're at that time where it chops around a lot. Once again, I do have to advise you, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. Every trade that you take is your responsibility. Your action is your responsibility. StrategyVault has no responsibility for your trade outcomes whatsoever. See, we've never turned red yet. This is a new 5-minute candle. So pay attention here where it pushes it to. Remember, I said if we get below 65, I would be looking at more movement to downside. But we're reacting off this 4-hour candle open. We need to break that, and we need to break the London low here at 67 for more movement to the downside. And like I said, if it starts chopping around, we're going to be out. Actually, we'll wait until the top of the hour, see what it does. It's just, all we're doing is chopping now. There it is. Okay. Looks like we had some technical difficulties. So what I was saying was that we're getting the notification generated, but we've got to let it stick. Remember, I said if we break below 65, I'd be looking for more movement to the downside. There's 64. It's sticking. Let's see if we can write it down. We've got to break this right here, though. Nope. Like I said, we need to, there it goes. All right. 56. I said the 50 level. 53, 52. All right, we'll take that. So only because we're coming. It will probably react off this level right here, and it is. Last minute of the candle. Remember, first candle pushed down, last candle is pushing down. But also, we're coming to the top of the hour. Last 10 minutes, they love to jerk it one direction or the next. We haven't broke the 200 here. It needed to close below the 200 to continue more to the downside. Five minutes till the top of the hour. And now they're pushing it. See? New 5-minute candle just opened up. So pay attention here. They pushed it up on the first minute. Okay? So now it may come pull back, but you need to watch the last minute of that candle. See, there's a notification generating, but it's not sticking. See, I told you they get all willy-nilly the last 10 minutes of an hour. And they're pushing it even higher. Look at that. Pushing it up. Like I said, I think we're just going to chop around for a while. Wow. I don't know what that was, but my computer just... See? Yeah, I don't know why the computer just did that. We're having some issues. Good thing that we're closing out at 9 o'clock. We are definitely having some issues. Okay, so now what I want you to be aware of is, see, they're pushing it down at this right now. But remember, the first opening candle, they pushed it up on that 5-minute. And you have a minute and 20 seconds before that 5-minute candle closes. And it's definitely the top of the hour. So now, let's see what they do. Oh, look at that. There it goes. Nice. They didn't do it that time. Most of the times they do. They will yank it right back up. And you still got 30 seconds. So watch this. We need to break this level here. And then we're at the 50 level. I talked about that earlier, the 50 level. All right, so it's stuck. Okay, we are at the top of a new hour. So now, I'd be careful. This could be nothing more than a lower or a higher low. If you look, I'll see if it'll let me draw a trend line. Like I said, well, maybe. And this is, like I said, train your eyes to see stuff like this. Is this a higher low? Sure looks like it. Look at that. Right back up. We talked about the 50 level, reacted right off that 50 level. This level right here. Look at that. That candle pushed right to that level and bounced right off of it. Like I said, look at all this chop. So with that being said, I think we're done for the evening. Thank you everybody for being here. Please like our channel to help with the algorithm so we can get more people in the community here. Reach out to us if you'd like to take StrategyVault Pro for a test drive. We got a lot of good things coming up. I know that they are putting together some new training for it right now that is easy to learn. Yeah. So with that, hey, we're out of here. It's been a good evening. Challenging as usual, but good evening. Everybody have a good night. We're out.